Hi everyone, it's Lisa. I hope this video finds you all safe and well at home. I thought we could do a little series today, doing some stretching, lie on our back. We help ground the back into the earth and helps to relax the nervous system. The muscles around the spine kind of release and soften a bit. And that sends a signal to the brain to relax the nervous system. And we can stretch out our hips, and hopefully we can stretch out the inner thighs and the hamstrings. And we can do it all while we're lying down. Can help with low back pain, sciatica. So the only thing that you will need is a yoga strap. And if you don't have a strap, maybe you have like a thick piece of rope that you could use. That's probably want it to be at least 6 feet long, or if you have some men's neckties, some older ties, you could tie them together and make like it makes a really nice, strong, sturdy strap. So we're going to start with a moment or two of centering. You can stop the video if you need to go and grab something to use for a strap, or grab your yoga strap, and we'll start with the bells when you're ready. Just taking any comfortable seated position, sitting up nice and tall, letting those sits bones kind of grounding you down to the earth. Get the spine nice and tall. Pull the belly into the spine, close the eyes. And we'll start with the bells and a few rounds of relaxation breathing. Start out here, breathing in and out through the nose to relax the nervous system. If you can do it with the mouth closed, as long as it's comfortable and the sinuses are open. And then think about breathing into the low belly first and then the chest. So as you inhale, you breathe into the lower belly. It moves away from the spine. Then breathing into the chest. And then a nice long exhale. So maybe breathing in for the count of 3, maybe there's a little pause, and then maybe breathing out for a count of 5 or 6, whatever works for you. So there's no strain, but we're intentionally bringing our awareness to our breath. And we're letting go of all the thinking. Breathing in, breathing out. And then as you're ready, opening your eyes. And we're going to come right down onto our backs. And I'm going to turn around so you can see what my legs are doing while we're here. So I'm going to come back down on my back, and the first thing I'm going to do is hug both knees into the chest. So when I hug the knees in, I'm just going to rock side to side, and I'm just going to notice how my low back is feeling here. Just rocking and noticing any sensations. And then I'm going to make some circles here. My legs are still together. The hands can be on the knees here, or you can stretch the arms out to a T to use the core a little bit more as you circle. Pulling the belly button into the spine and anchoring the low back into the floor. And then switch it up, circle the other way. Just noticing how the back is feeling. And then we'll come back to the center, and we're just going to let both legs drop over to the right. Now I want you to feel free to prop a yoga block underneath your leg or between the legs here, if that feels better. And then that left arm will be stretching out with the palm face up. My other hand can reach to the outside of that knee and help draw that knee down towards the floor. So I want to notice if my shoulders are scrunched up towards my ears, if I can relax the shoulders down away from the ears a bit. I want to make sure that I can try and get both shoulder blades on the ground. So if that shoulder blade with the extended arm is off the floor, you're going to shimmy the whole body over a little bit towards the knees. And then we're going to come and switch sides. So we'll come back to the center. We'll hug both knees in, rock it out a bit. Maybe circling again. And maybe this time we can circle the knees away from each other. Maybe the eyes can be closed. Circle it the other direction. This time circling them together. And then hugging both knees into the center. We'll drop the knees to the opposite side now. We'll stretch that arm out with the palm face up. And then once again, if this shoulder blade is off the floor, shimmying over a little bit closer to the knees. And then once again, that hand can come to the outside of the top knee. And just gently drawing that knee down towards the floor. So we're stretching the outer hip here. And we're in a little bit of a twist. And then you could turn your head towards that extended arm as well, if it's okay for the neck, just to get a little stretch in the neck. Take a few breaths here. Breathing into the side body. And then coming back to center, hug both knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Make some circles again. We're going to windshield wiper our legs now. So I'm going to bring my feet down to the floor. And I'm going to bring them to the outer edges of the mat. So I have a nice wide stance. And then I'm going to drop my legs side to side. So your arms can be outstretched. You can have your hands resting on your belly. Whatever feels right. Now I'm going to drop both legs over to the right. And remember, your feet are at the outer edges of the mat separated. So while I'm here, I'm going to send that hip forward a little bit. I'm going to try and stretch out in the front of that hip. Maybe you even feel a stretch down the front of that thigh. Take a few breaths here. And then again, windshield wiper side to side. And then dropping both legs over to the opposite side this time. Once again, just gently sending that hip forward a little bit and creating some length here down the front of the hip and down that thigh, the quadricep muscle. And coming back to center, hug both knees into the chest and rock it out a little bit just to neutralize the spine. So we'll find our strap now. We're going to hook both feet up into the air. And I'm going to have my legs together, my feet are together. And I'm going to think about pushing my heels up to the sky, flexing the feet, and bringing the toes to the nose. So the difference is here, my feet are flat. Flexing the feet, bring the toes to the nose, point those heels away. And then I'm just going to gently draw the legs in closer to the body. So they don't need to come in very far to get a stretch going up the back of the legs. So you want to think about bringing those thighs towards the belly. Take a few breaths here as you draw the legs in. And then just notice if the tailbone is rolling off the floor and you're coming back like that, come all the way back down. Get that tailbone nice and flat and just the legs come in. Keeping that back nice and flat on the floor. And then we'll bring the legs back to neutral so we're in a 90-degree angle with the legs and the floor, as close as we can get there. We're going to open the legs, come into a nice big wide V. Again, my feet are still flexed I'm bringing my toes inward towards my nose, pushing the heels away. And you can come as wide here or as shallow as it feels right for you. So again, the whole spine is relaxing down onto the floor. You can even close the eyes and just take a few breaths here, bringing the awareness to the belly again, breathing into the low belly first, then the chest, and then a nice big long exhale. You can have a little bend in the knees here. They don't need to be locked and tense. Have some softness and let the legs be supported as we stretch out the inner thighs, the groin, all down the legs. Take a few breaths. You can even rock side to side if that feels good. So when we're lying on our backs and we're rocking, that mimics when we were rocked as infants, and it sends a signal to the brain to relax the nervous system. So just gently rocking and relaxing into the stretch, checking the body from head to toe, finding places that there might be tension or gripping. Check the jaw. See if the shoulders are scrunched up by the ears. Let the shoulder blades relax down onto the floor. And then hold it still, another breath or two. And now we'll bring the feet together, straight up again. We're going to come into our figure four to stretch the outer hip. So I'm going to cross my right leg over the left knee, and I'm going to keep my left foot in the strap. So once again, I'm keeping my tailbone flat on the floor. I'm going to draw that leg that's extended closer to the body. And I'm going to use my elbow to push that right knee away from my body to deepen the stretch. So again, just holding it here, checking the body for places of tension, seeing if I can soften the jaw, the muscles of the face, if there's tension, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Take a few breaths here. You can make some circles now with that extended leg, drawing little circles on the ceiling. Circle the other direction. And then come back to center, maybe just rocking side to side, ever so gently. Really, really slow, like you're moving through water. And then come back to center. And now we'll stretch out that leg, uncrossing it over the knee. Stretch it out nice and long. And that foot that's in the strap, now you can have the strap with two hands and let that leg open to the side. So 2 hands on the strap, you can have 1 hand holding the strap, and that left arm can stretch out and extend. Actually, it's the right arm since this is mirroring. So if the strap feels like you don't want to use it, you could always take your 2-piece fingers and reach for that big toe and just use the hands. Come back to center. Both feet come back into the strap. Now we'll switch sides. So this time that left foot will cross over the knee. Once again, drawing that leg closer to the body, the extended leg. Elbow will push that left knee away. Take a few breaths here. Scanning the body, find places to relax. You can hold it still. You can circle. While I'm here, or you can rock side to side. So while I'm here, just noticing how this leg is crossed, it's over between the knee and my hip. And just notice how that foot is flexed there. That helps to protect the knee. And now we're going to release that bent knee out of figure 4. Just noticing that stretch in the outer hip. As we release that leg, stretch it out nice and long on the floor. And now gathering the strap in one hand or two, opening that leg out to the side. If you're not using two hands on the strap, you can stretch and extend and open that arm, palm faces up towards the sky. Bringing the awareness again to the belly. Breathing into the low belly first, then the chest. And then a big long exhale. And then we'll bring that leg back up to center. We'll drop the strap off to the side, hug both knees into the chest, rock side to side. And again, making some circles here. And then we'll roll over onto our left side. Make a little pillow with the arm. And we'll just rest here on the left for a moment. So resting on the left side will maximize the blood flow to the heart and to the brain so we don't get dizzy when we get up. So just take a breath or two here. And then putting the palm down onto the floor, pushing back up to sit, and coming to a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Closing the eyes. Hands are resting on the legs, pulling the belly button in. And take a few centering breaths. Relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears. And then we'll drop the right shoulder to the right ear. Left fingertips reach to the floor. You can use that opposite hand to gently draw the head down to the towards the shoulder if that feels right. Bring everything back to neutral, back to center. Opposite ear goes to opposite shoulder. Right fingertips reach for the floor. And releasing back to center. Left hand goes on the heart. Right hand goes on top of the left. And until we meet again, may you be happy. May you be healthy in body and mind. And may you live with ease. And namaste.